They are of surprisingly little use, those visions.
Because he could not save His Majesty? That was within the margin of fate. It was not Shulk's fault.
So you side with the boy?
Did you find anything out?
I did. It is most fascinating, this spear. The green fluid alters and destroys the structure of the ether, which is the building block of life on Bionis. It appears to have been created from ether energy drawn from the blood of the Bionis.
Could that explain the ether flowing through Sword Valley?
I do not think it is the only reason, but it is too early to draw conclusions.
Is there a countermeasure?
Creating antibodies is a simple matter. We will be ready.
That is good news.
Why did you have to include him? You know how he disgusts me.
We must respect our elders. Dixon has known him far longer than us.
At least he's out of the way. Now we just need to get inside.
They're in there. Fiora and the Golden Mechon. Fiora!
Shulk! What's up?
Did you see something?
No.
You did see something.
All right. It was the Silver Mechon. Fiora. She's definitely inside the fortress.
All right. At least we know what to expect.
So, Fiora is inside. I can't let that vision come true. I have to save her.
Hey Shulk, remember that whole lecture Ryan gave you in Tephra Cave? You know, the one where he was like, hey, stop hogging your visions to yourself, communicate with all of us, share them with us so we can achieve stuff that you couldn't possibly do on your own. Yeah, me neither. Well, hey everyone, ArchTalko here, welcoming you back to Xenoblade Chronicles. Before we get to the main stuff, there's a boy I want to take care of. And this boy is none other than Mischievous the Beerus. Oh, I am regretting my life decisions so hard. So, here's the thing, right? So much happened story-wise, that I feel like this boy will be a great little primer to talk about that stuff, because it's gonna take a while to defeat him. But before we get into the story stuff that I want to talk about, first off, strategy. I'm playing as Melia. I've got the good old Ether team. My goal is to get aggro on Amelia. Yes! Okay. So, goal is to get aggro on Melia so I can use Reflection, because he'll always open with Mega Flamethrower. No matter what. Anytime you start a fight with him, he will always open with that specific attack. Wait, did we get hit by it anyway? Hold up. If we have Blaze on us, then we got... Oh, God! Okay, well, that was the plan. The problem with Reflection is that only lasts 6 seconds, so the window is extremely tight to time that properly. Please heal, please! Oh my God. Melia, that was so close. Oh my God, that heal was so clutch. Guys, could you please build up some aggro? Okay, good. Okay, at least we have one segment of the party gauge. Okay, well, you know, this battle could be going a little bit better. Anyway, though, I do want to make a note too. Mischievous Niburius, if you're fighting him up high, like at a high elevation, not only will you get like a damage boost to your damage, like I think every move gets 1.5% extra damage, but you can't get hit by any of his physical arts, so like Titan Stamp, stuff like that, will always miss. And all in all, it's just a much easier time to fight him up here. I don't know if it's actually cheating or not, if this is like intended, but this is just the way. It's definitely the most easiest to fight this guy, and the way that I prefer doing it, because fortress units are a pain in the patootie. So Speaking of which, yeah, this guy is nasty. He also has 200,000 HP, which is way more than the final boss of this game. Like, he is ridiculous. But anyway, story stuff. Before we get to obviously the big old meat and potatoes of last episode, I do want to make a note real quick of just the whole exchange between Alvis and the Rithia. Obviously, Alvis has been pretty fishy up to now between him talking to Zanza and him talking to the Rithia beforehand when they were contemplating Prison Island. I think that was a post Prison Island fight with Mumkar. Obviously, he's very fishy. And the fact that now they're bringing Dixon into all this, it really makes you wonder how exactly he's getting tied in, how he's known whatever person they were talking about for longer than they have. I don't know. Just a lot of really interesting little foreshadowing bombs being planted within our minds. And also that definitely just in the back of your minds. So anyway, though, the real focus, just the entire exchange between Shulk, Mumkar, and Dunban. Oh my god, what a scene. What an iconic scene. Actually, you know what? I really want to discuss in depth, but actually I think we're getting pretty close to the end of this fight. There we go. Man, I can't believe we did it first try too. Wait, post me, no, post me, no, the people can't know.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
No, please. No, get back here. What are you doing?
Oh,
no. Like I said, first try, boys. Anyway, okay, I guess we had everything, but we'll take it anyway because we have done it. Oh my god, I was dreading that so hard. All right, and back at the arena where we gave our final farewell to that wretched foof. Sorry. There's a lot we need to talk about, guys, because that scene, oh, Mama, Louise Jane, oh, Terry, Nin, that's not a name. That is a scene. Oh, you want to talk about some character development? That is got it to the brim, just overflowing. So, think about that scene. Every time I watch it, I get so frustrated with Shulk because here's the thing, right? In my opinion, Mumkar is way beyond the point of redemption. Okay, his moment of redemption ended with just the whole Colony 9 invasion with like Fiora and all that fun stuff. Like in my eye, like there was just no coming back from that. There's just like no benefit to saving him, and I understand. Because here's the thing, guys, I'm trying to monologue about this game's story. Just let me cry in peace. Anyway, the thing is, like, I understand, I guess, why Shulk does what he does, and also why Monolith made Shulk do what he do. Because the entire game up to that point, Shulk has been kind of like blindsided by this notion of revenge. That's the entire reason why him and Ryan set out in the first place, right? And so this marks such a pivotal moment for him where he can finally let go of that, at least partially to, hey, we got a control tower, awesome. But he can at least partially let go of that to realize that, like, if he goes through with this and if he does commit murder, he is no better than the enemy that he's been fighting the entire time. I get it, okay? But, like, specifically Mumkar, come on, he did not deserve that mercy. I mean, he still got what was coming to him anyway. Yeah, anyway, I always side with Dumban during that whole thing. I'm just, I always want him to do it. Oh, mama. Not that I actually want Mumkar gone, because again, I think Mumkar is an amazing antagonist. Like, he's just, there's two types of antagonists in games. You have the ones where there's not a whole lot of depth to them. They're just nasty through and through, 100% certified nasty. And then you obviously have the well done, like, tragic-esque villains where it doesn't excuse their actions, but at least you get a better understanding of them. Usually they serve as the parallels or foils to the protagonist. I didn't even know his Melly's HP. Jesus Christ, thank you. And obviously Mumkar falls within the other, not the former, not the latter. Falls within the former, not the latter. And so it's really sad that he is gone. I mean, I don't know, guys. He did fall from like 40 stories, got scored through the bosom, and then exploded. So chances of survival, you know, typically not good. Typically like close to 0, if not 0. But it is a great scene. Overall, it's an awesome pivotal moment for the characters. It's an amazing moment for Shulk. Like, such a 180 in how he's able to view the world and kind of just his overall, his overall mission with like why he's coming onto here on Moronis in the first place. I appreciate it. I love it. I also just gotta give a huge shout out to Dunban's bamfiness. Like, literally, Shulk is struggling against Dunban's strength. Like, Shulk is just like shaking throughout. He's like clutching Minato with both arms trying to ward back Dunban. Dunban is like not moving an inch, and he was only using one arm. God, Dunban is so cool. He's so cool. Anyway, though, I'm gonna grab that item orb, and then I'll go back to the entrance of Control Tower. Oh no. Nope. Nope. We're taking the other route. Okay, so the Sword Valley, there are 8 unique monsters that we're on the hunt for. I think right now we've beaten 6 of them. I'm trying to count. I'm trying to do mental math. Get out of here, my boy. Let's see, plus Nibirus. Yeah, I think we've done 6 so far. So we have 2 left to do, and thankfully, I think I do know the locations for them. But that just kind of brings me to, yeah, overall go for this video. We're going to try to hunt down those remaining 2 unique monsters. That way, we have 0 reason to go back to Sword Valley. The thing with this place is, I highly recommend, if you're not comfortable fighting all unique monsters, specifically a certain Fortress Unit Boy, you do have some time to take care of everything that you want to take care of, but just know that our time here, or I guess our time to have access to Sword Valley is going to be a lot more limited than other areas in like the future parts of the game. So I just recommend doing as much as you can as fast as you can. Get out of here. Ooh, got an art learn from Melly.
Nice job.
Thank you so much, Shulk. I really appreciate your kind words, my son. He's my son now, not just my boy. My beautiful, darling son. Power effect. I forgot you were a thing. Whoops. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think our time as being like a pseudo healer with Melia is quite over. So, sweet. Yeah, we'll talk about that from the next fight, and I hopefully won't forget. We'll see how I do. We will see. Oh no. Oh no. So I know I touched on this last episode, but I really want to give a shout out to this part of Sword Valley. Just the way that the first half was so enclosed and kind of claustrophobic, and then the second half just opens up. You get the clear blue skies, or black skies in this case, because it's very nighttime-esque. And oh no, it's a nice change. Okay. So with that boy taken care of, I could whittle down the other supporting enemies for this next unique boy, but we fine. I honestly don't remember anything troublesome about this guy, and I know I said that about Detective Hypos, good old Gumshoe Hypos, and then I kind of immediately regretted what I said, but I legitimately don't think this guy is like that hard, so not that high level. So you will damage. Yeah. Okay. Something else that I want to kind of give a shout out to. On my own, off screen, I went through with the free roam camera. I just kind of explored the 3D model that Monolith made for this area. And I gotta say, it is so cool how much detail they put into this thing. Like, not only do they still have the Colony 9 divot right there on the ankle, it's just, and that's just such a neat concept to even include a town with an ankle. I never done that. No, I don't have to gush about Colony 9 anymore, I know. But they also actually have Aerith Sea and Alchemoth and Prison Island. Granted, they have like maybe 3 polygons per each, very low res, mind you, but 3D models nonetheless, and actually modeled out, which is like really funny to me. See, I didn't even remember this guy's name till now. Fate Lobola. Friggin' whatever, dude. Like, sure, he just did art seal, which is dank nasty, but like, whatever, man. We got this. But yeah, not only did they actually put in Aerith Sea, and they even like colored the ground texture to be blue to simulate the water. There's no actual water rendered there. But then you have stuff like Central Seal Island rendered in, and then you have like, if you go down, good old Colony 6 crotch is just like a nice little bump right there on that zone, which is just amazing, of course. but then like you can actually get a really good view of Colony, or no, not Colony, but Bionis Leg, and like the archways and sort of the geography of that area, the way that it does actually ramp up, which makes a lot of sense how you're able to get a footing within the area and how you are still climbing up when you're going onto Bionis Leg, which makes sense because there are 2 levels and you start at the bottom part and then you do actually go to like a 2nd floor of Bionis Leg while you're exploring it. Just so cool. And then like there's even Magna Forest and Frontier Village. I think. I mean, I think it's supposed to be a tree. It's not, but I think it's supposed to be one. But either way, just the whole Bionis model, it just looks so cool. So much detail when it really is not necessary. You cannot view like any part of that at all. Gonna shuffle some arts. Yeah. Arts successfully shuffled. Come on. Okay, you know, I deserve it for trying to do dumb voice.
Whoa, that was close.
Shulk, was it really? Did we not just like steamroll the enemy? I'm just throwing that out there. My guy, my son, my lover. Ooh, maybe we're getting a little too saucy on ArchTalko.net Incorporated. Patent pending. You owe me $5 for watching. Please submit your payment via PayPal or in the form of Jujube Silvers, whichever one is more attractive. Here's a hint, it's the PayPal. Okay, I'm so done with your kind. I've only fought 2 of you, and I've already fulfilled my more than 0 quota of fighting you for the rest of my life. Anyway though, for getting to this area, we get the Rotadio router. Oh, that is what was gonna come out of my mouth. I mean, did you, 666, confirmed. So many things happening. I can, oh God, okay. So these boys are like, what? That's not the one that we're looking for. Was that English either? I don't think that was English either. But if we hop down, I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. If we hop down here, Lightning Renove is the last unique monster we need. So without further ado, let's weed out some of these nobodies.
To clarify, that was not the Kingdom Hearts variety.
Okay, so a couple things. I highly recommend before fighting Lightning Renove, make sure that you're playing a Shulk. I do highly recommend having Shulk for this fight. When you fight those enemies, make sure that your talent art is capped off and it's ready to go like immediately. I have a bunch of skills linked which boost my attack power effectiveness at night, so I'm gonna change it tonight here. It's gonna be a good old time. Whoop! I just bumped my mouth. Oh, where'd my party go? There they are. Okay. And yeah, I highly recommend build up Shulk's Monado to be able to be used almost immediately. Also make sure that a chain attack is almost immediately good to go. Now I'm gonna hold on to it at least for a little bit because, well, I got a game plan and you'll see here. Hopefully I can commentate this right because I almost forgot to talk about power effect and I'm going to do that before I forget. Okay, so power effect. If I'm not mistaken, I know I mistakenly said that Charlotte only had 1 aura. She has 2 auras. I'm a goob. Melia, if I'm not mistaken, only has 1 aura, which is power effect. Please get up. Thank you. It's an interesting aura. I don't think it's really that useful, at least as far as I know, unless you're fighting a bunch of mobs like good old Gumshoe Epos. That was defective Epos for you watching at home. Okay, so actually, hold up. I'm gonna pump the brakes on that because here's the thing about Lightning Renove. He has a spike. It's not a topple spike, it's just an ordinary counter spike. It is nasty, it deals so much damage. Highly recommend have your Monado ready so that you can, yes, okay. So that you can immediately seal him when you finally take out the ads and you start like actually damaging him. So you immediately seal him so that he can't get off his spike for as long as possible. Then use the chain attack to topple him and just rinse and repeat. I'm actually gonna keep Battle Soul on Shulk because I want to be able to use a Soul Read as much as I humanly can. So, oh, please. Yes, okay. So far, I feel like I'm doing okay with like managing my Shulk arts. I also, it's really important when you're playing a Shulk to know when to use your arts and when to not, because like in this case, if I had used backslash, I would have delayed the amount of time before. Oh God. Oh, okay. Do I? Oh, my chain attack is so close. Do I seal or? Nah, I'm okay. I'm gonna do speed. I think it's gonna be fine if we can get off the chain attack. Yeah, because we all still have enough HP. Okay. Okay, I think we got this. I'm gonna go for another topple. Anyway, though, power effect. I will get back to the thought. It's an aura that doubles the AoE effect of Melia's elemental discharges that have an AoE effect. So it doesn't add an AoE to elemental discharges that don't normally have an AoE. So like Summon Bolt or Summon Earth won't magically hit more enemies, but it will for stuff like Summon Blaze or for Summon Wind. It will potentially hit more enemies if they're spread out enough. I found though that if your tank is tanking properly, most of the enemies are going to be focused on them, and so most of the enemies are going to be grouped up pretty close to one another. So for that reason, I don't feel like Power Effect is very viable, or at least extremely useful. But if you guys have found a use for it, definitely let me know, because this game is always learning experience. I'm always finding out new stuff, and if you have like a legitimately really useful scenario for Power Effect to be like really good, then yeah, definitely let me know. Oh, you know what? I probably could have gotten away with just using Buster there. Oh well, you know what? Let's just finish it off with a bang. I kind of want Dumban to do it though. Yeah, let's heal Dumban. You got this, bud. Oh, I was wishing for Blossom Dance. Wow. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm being a little too hasty. There it is. Wow. Okay. Fun fact. First playthrough, I never actually beat Lightning Renove. I died to him so many times my first playthrough that I just legitimately gave up and never beat him. So, I don't know, for me, he's like always this personal demon of mine, and it's just really satisfying that we did that first try. Oh, it feels so good. Let's go ahead and go back to Control Tower. Because with that, we've taken care of our entire bounty list of unique monsters. There's no one else really for us to fight. I mean, there's plenty more people to fight. Don't get me wrong, but no more that would really benefit us, honestly. Because again, we're doing pretty good level-wise. I feel like we're maybe starting to creep up just a little bit, because we did do Mischievous Nibiris a little bit earlier than the game intends to, but yeah, all in all, not too bad. Let's just get to Galahad Fortress once we melt these guys. Okay. Not too bad. Also, really gotta hand it to the melee units, man. You want to talk about a Mechon class that just has such a satisfying fall apart animation? Look no further than melee units. So good. You know what? Let's get the Rickmeister out. I want some variety. I've had enough of my Shulk to last a lifetime. By that I mean maybe next episode he'll be right back out. Okay. Yep. I'm just gonna cut. Dang straight, Ricky. Dang straight. So, speaking of straight, certainly not tie. Or this path, it does curve a little. I mean, it's made of straight segments because Wii limitations. So, is it really? Semantics. What do you do? What do you do? Either way, though, while we're walking here, there's something that I want to bring up with you guys. I want to apologize for the last couple episodes being extremely combat heavy. I know some people are fine with it, some people might be kind of turned off by it. It's going to calm down a little bit now that we've gone past Sword Valley, which just had so many unique monsters, but I've always made it a point to show the entirety of the unique monster fight, unless it really, really drags on or gets super repetitive. But, like, going forward, do you guys want me to continue doing that, or do you guys want me to cut around more? Like, either way, just let me know, por favor.
Here's our way in.
There's no turning back.
We can't let them find us. Let's move.
Right.
And sure enough, right outside the Eco's control base, this is the entrance that we spotted before we had to go the long way around and do the Mumcar fight. Ether Influx Conduit! Oh man, guys, we're so close, we can almost taste it. Though I would not recommend actually tasting it, you may perish a slow and painful death. But man, guys, this is it. This is the stronghold that we've been building up to since we first set out from Colony 9. So anyway, that's gonna be it for the day. Thank you all so much for watching me play, because next episode, we are infiltrating this base and finding Fiora.